Well, hey there, everyone, and welcome to the VIP Trade Room with Roger Scott and Matt Horton. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, which is Election Day for many of us. And my name is Raleigh White, and I'm coming to you live from a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous fall day here in Austin, Texas. And I'm going to be your moderator today. Now, in today's session, Roger's going to be covering a range of important topics with a specific focus on seasonality. And in today's session, this is going to be great. It's going to be a very highly interactive session where we're all going to take a look at Data Monitor and how to use it. Then collectively, Roger's going to help us find some seasonality on our favorite stocks together. And then we're going to collectively identify some potential time spreads and then determine the best debit and credit spreads to take. And then lastly, folks, we'll address any questions, pressing questions that have come up in this week's mailbag. So we got a great session lined up for you. Now, if you've got any questions during Roger's presentation, please type them in the chat window and we'll address them periodically throughout the session so as to not interfere with Roger's presentation. And folks, remember that the chat is open to everyone and we do have some ground rules. Always be kind and supportive in your postings. Secondly, keep it to the topic. Third, no political discussions allowed whatsoever. Also, folks, keep your side conversations to an absolute bare minimum so that the rest of us can focus on the education and information that Roger's going to be sharing, because after all, he's taking time out of his busy day to give us all an edge and to help us become much more confident and consistent in our trading activities. Now, for those of you that may have been with us this morning at Roger's pre-market briefing that he does every morning at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we noted that we had several key catalysts that we needed to be aware of. In the chips and the tech sector, NVIDIA was down 1%, Tesla was down 1%, Micron was down 3%, and Palantir was down 7%, all coming into the open. On the consumer front, we noted that ADM, Porsche, MAR, Shop, Spotify, Uber, all were scheduled to release earnings before market open. On the energy front, we had BP scheduled to release earnings before market open. On the business and industrial front, we had BALL, ETN, IT, SWK, and TR all scheduled to give earnings before market open. In healthcare, we had Pfizer scheduled to release their earnings before market open. And on the financial front, we noted that Bitcoin was moving much lower and into its 200-day moving average. And we also saw that Apollo was going to be releasing earnings, BMO. Now, folks, when we select tickers, in the catalyst, these are all S&P 500 stocks. They're the only ones that we're focused on. And for those of you that may be wondering, what are these catalysts all about and why do we pay attention to them? Well, here's the key, folks. From a catalyst perspective, we're focusing on, or we need to know, information that we already know or that will be known during today's trading session, but it's not yet priced into the market. And for those reasons, we just need to be mindful and careful about our selections on stocks that may be in these sectors. So that's the purpose of these catalysts that we look at each and every day. Now, as far as the small cap watch list is concerned, Roger gave us 6 of those today. We see KORE, PTLE, DENN, SAGT, RLMD, and IHRT. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at these and see how they're doing so far. So I'm going to switch my screen and let's take a look at my charts at this point. Now, what you're looking at, folks, this charting platform is Thinkorswim. I don't like the background, so I always look at the black background. I look at it from a white background standpoint. I have 8 panels that are open, and I'm tracking everything on a 15-minute basis. Now, the 6 small cap stocks are in this area right here. So let's start in the upper left-hand corner with Core, Kore. The pre-market high was $6.39. We can see we've opened up at about $4 and some change. We haven't even come close here. So doubtful that things are going to happen here, but we're a long way from hitting that area. SAGT is the next one. The pre-market high was $3.11, and it's been chopping right around $2 ever since the open. Once again, not quite sure if we're going to see that upward push in and through that area. This next one over here is PTLE, and we can see the pre-market high was 45 cents. And right here at the open of the market, we went right to that level, right to 45, and then back down from it. Did not get our fill, which is a good thing at this point in time, considering the sell-off that occurred. Now, this might return back up here. We don't know. These are small caps, but at this point in time, it does look like volume is petering out. I'm not sure whether we're going to get a hit there or not. In the lower left-hand corner, we have RLMD, and we can see that the pre-market open here was $3.50. It's opened here, just been chopping around, picking up a little price action here, but the volume is negligible. So once again, not sure, not looking good that we'll get a hit there. The next one over here, DENN, the pre-market high was $6.99, and that was established way early in the overnight session. And here we are trading at $6.17. Haven't really made a move whatsoever towards that level. And lastly, we have IHRT. The pre-market high was $5.49. We've been chopping around the $3.50 range here since the open. So from my perspective, guys, what we can see right now is we have not had any hits. We came close here with PTLE. It went right to this level, never broke through, and then has moved off. So I'm not sure we're going to see any activity on the 6 small caps that we established. Now, if you're wondering what these tickers are, this is the SPY, and these are the levels that Roger drew this morning. And we can see once again, we'll discuss this a little bit further, but this is the SPY coming into the open. It moved a bit higher, moved through this level, and has come back down. Here, this is the QQQ. And these are the levels that Roger drew this morning. And we can see that we popped up through the 624.64 and have moved down. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't establish this is a level here at 626.98, but I'll let Roger discuss that. So that's the recap as to what was going on with the small caps. And I do want to remind everybody that when it comes to the small caps, folks, the key is price action, but much more importantly, extreme volume. Roger's selection process is based on the fact that he's looking for small caps that have like huge volume, and the pre-market trading like 100 times what the normal volume is, and that's what his decision criterion is based on. If you consider these trades, only consider them during market hours and up until about 2 p.m. Eastern time. After that, folks, it's too risky to consider a trade, and if you ever get into a position, please don't hold them overnight. It's way too risky, and we would not like you to regret that decision. Next, Roger gave us the pre-market stock watch list for his large cap stocks. And in this particular case, we saw that there were 9 shorts that he gave. You can see those here: Nike, EMN, CL, Colgate, Fast, KMX, CarMax, MAS, AMT, Urban, and RCL. On the longs, ESA, XYL, WAT, Tesla, Bank of America, AMAT, and HWM. Now, once again, these stocks are on Roger's watch list because from his perspective, if they achieve a certain level or meet a specific setup, more than likely those might become valid trades that he issues in the trading pit or in others of his services. Now, as far as his pre-market comments are concerned, we noted that the markets were all down significantly coming into the open, and largely due, from Roger's perspective, due to the sell-offs that we saw in China, Japan, and Europe overnight. And there's also, once again, some valuation concerns from some, as Roger put it, questionable people that are out there wondering about valuation. We also noted that the bonds were lower. They were right at the 50-day moving average. The VIX was moving lower, and it was sitting there, right at over 20. He also noted that 62% of the stocks are below the 50-day move, high and 47 below the 200-day high. And we're talking here about the S&P 500 stocks. So what did he expect? He expected more than likely that we might see a down opening. In other words, a continuation of what was going down pre-marketing. Then we would level out in a consolidation move and potentially bounce a little bit higher. This was his expectation. The key here was keep an eye on the SPY and the QQQ because both of these are resting right at about the 15-day moving average. And the question is, are they going to drop below that level or are they going to hold and move a little bit higher? So these are the things that he was focused on. And as far as today's agenda is concerned, guys, the focus continues to be on seasonality. And this is going to be a great session, highly interactive. We're going to look at the data miner together and how Roger uses it. Collectively, we're going to find seasonality on our favorite stocks together. We're going to collectively identify potential time spreads, determine the best debit and credit spreads. And if we've got some time left, we'll answer some of the pressing questions from this week's mailbag. And with that, folks, once again, we're delighted to have you here. And let me go ahead and welcome Roger and Matt into the room. Guys, how are you doing today? Roger, it's Tuesday, November 4th. For many of us, there's some pretty critical elections that are going on, but that's a separate issue. Our focus
Yes.
is the markets. Our focus is the markets, and things were moving lower coming into the open. And I'll let you take it from there, my friend. But anything surprise you at all today, or are things going about as you expected?
Just about as much as I would expect them to. We're starting to see some nibbling coming into a lot of stocks. Let me go ahead and share my screen here.
All right.
All right. Yeah. I got a lot of junk here. Sorry about that. That's better. Um, there we go. Let me actually put on TC 2000 here. Easier to see for everybody. I'm always looking at a million things, all throughout the day. I'm like this throughout the entire day.
How many screens, Roger? You got eight? Is it eight, six?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 screens here.
Well, no
And I
wonder.
and I actually do use every one of them. Some more than others, but I do use all of them. All right. So I should have my TC 2000 now up here. The scanner's been just killing it. The scanner's been just killing it today. The Pro Trader dashboard. All right. Let's get this thing here. And let's get this thing here, and we can begin. All right. All righty. So, looking at the market as a whole, we're definitely not in this box anymore, but we're doing a really good job of staying in this range. You could see we're right at the 15-day,
Right.
and we're right at my support level, which seems to be holding for now fairly well. Okay, fairly well. If you look at RSP, we haven't really gone lower. We're staying exactly where we were. We're still in this range right here. We're actually still in this box, if you want me to be perfectly honest with you. So
Hmm.
this to me looks like we're just coming down to this range, but I'm not really seeing anything broken. This is the 100-day moving average here, and we're still within this zone. Here, let me zone out. You could see we're still within this zone, so there's nothing really foul or anything here. We're literally at the 100-day moving average. But again, we went there just a month ago. What date was this? Actually, less than a month ago. We went here about 3 weeks ago. So nothing really eye-opening. As far as the QQQ, we are coming down. In this case, I do think we've got more to go. I think we've got quite more to go, but I think most of that is the mega caps.
Hmm.
I think that's right here, this area right here that you could see right there. I think that's pretty much coming down to here. I think if you put the mega caps down here, you would be dealing more with this, which is the QQQE, which we are below our area. But remember what I said, we have this area here. This is our fail safe. That's
Right.
our stop area. That not our stop area, but that's like our stop for the downside move. That's usually when we stop going down. We go up to about here and we come down to about here and we start coming it back up. So again, from where I'm sitting right now, this is just a pullback to the 15-day, maybe a little bit lower, but nothing really earth shattering or anything like that.
Right.
Not seeing anything. And as far as momentum, this is something I've been not meaning. This is something I've been telling folks for several days now, actually several weeks now. Momentum levels are not doing great. It's been a long time since they did. And if this comes down below, then that means we have less than 50% of stocks. But here's the part that most people are missing. When I show this to people, they're thinking, "Oh my God, we're going to go down a lot." What I'm trying to say is we are already down quite a lot. The momentum levels are pretty low already. This is telling us we're in a pretty healthy correction. The only stocks that didn't seem to get the memo were the mags.
Yeah.
And and now the mags are starting to get that memo too. And by the way, when we were up here, it was 4 days ago. What did I say? Folks, we don't stay here very long. We don't stay here very long. This is not normal. And again, same thing with us coming over here. This is the bottom here.
Hmm.
A lot of folks are like, why aren't you shorting aggressively? Why aren't you shorting aggressively? Folks, we're not even at the 15-day EMA. I mean, we're literally at the 15-day EMA. I mean,
Right.
this is we're at a 2 week load. Let's take it easy about shorting everything, okay? By the way, my levels from this morning, what do you guys think? Pretty good,
Pretty
huh?
spot on. Yep.
Not bad. That's from this morning. I drew them at about 8. What time? Well, you guys know when I drew them better than I did. I did them live for you. About
Hmm.
what, 8:45? We did them
I'd
around
say,
here.
yeah, it was about 8:45, Roger. Exactly.
Look at this. A little higher here, but came right back down. Stayed in this range at the VWAP, bounced at this level. If it breaks this level, where do you think it's going to go?
Hmm.
Or come right back up here. Okay. All right. So we're right literally on the SPY, right at the 15-day, which corresponds with this level right here. I mean, we can actually loosen it up a little bit right there. But that's kind of where we're at right now. So
Hmm.
here's the other side of it. If you like channels, here's the other side of that channel. But we haven't really broken the market structure yet.
Right.
And a 2 week low, in my opinion, is not really anything that crazy.
Yeah, the sky's not falling at this point.
No,
No.
no, not yet. No, no, no. Not seeing anything like that. Now, market internals, let me just take you through it. We've been hovering near the lows and the SPY is starting to come down, but I think most of that is already in the market. ADD opened at negative 1630, but it's been just going up ever since. Now it's down only 840, which is not anything too bad. Um, Now the tick, it opened really low, but look, after this morning, and literally when I say this morning, that was it. That was the low. So remember what I said, don't panic. A lot of people panicked in the morning and they got out at the low. And then it's been just going up ever since. We even saw some really strong buying coming into the market about 10 minutes, 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. That's accumulation. So I'm not really, and volatility, look at volatility. 10 minutes into the session, we make a high. 10 minutes into the 5 minutes, we opened up. Here we go. We're breaking down, and if we come down here, we're all the way down. So
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
I like scared, too fearful? No, to me, this looks like a good opportunity, a good opportunity to start looking for really resilient longs, which is what we're going to do in just a few minutes. And you know what tool we're going to use for it? We're going to use Data Miner today
Oh,
for it.
excellent, Roger.
Now, before we get there, somebody asked me to show, somebody asked me to, somebody asked me, I don't know why I'm tongue-tied. Somebody asked me to show them how I draw my put to call ratio and bar charts here and how I draw these things. So I'm going to show it to you step by step real quick before we move on. This you could look at any time of the day you want, 24/7. Put the call ratio, for some reason, I like to look at it only before the opening bell. It seems to switch over in the morning. It's like it has like a late calculation or something. I don't know what it is. But don't look at it intraday. It doesn't work intraday. It only works after the market opens. I mean, right before the market opens. So the first thing I do is I just clean it up. I go to this. I have levels here. I have 75, 100, and 65. This you could just draw. But if you turn it on and look at it, it's going to look like this, just like a bunch of noise. So what you need to do is you need to apply the special power filter. The power filter, it's called the area chart, okay? The area, the power filter. And the area chart will make it look like mine does.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
It's called area. Not Elder, not Renko, not Column, not Range, not Kagi. I don't even know what half of these are. Actually, I don't know what 80% of these are, but I know what area is, and that's what we use, area. Area charts, okay? Area charts. Please do not look at these during market hours. At this one, it's completely useless, okay? Now, if you want to look at the other ones, let me show you the trick for the other ones. The way I look at these, I only look at the 50-day or the 200-day, and let's just pick a real good one here. How about consumer staples? Let's go to consumer staples. Let's go to my other screen. Let's go to monthly. Monthly. 10 years. Area. That's how you do that too. So you can.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So you just put a clean template on, a real clean template. Put 80-20, 20-80 on here. If you want to be extra sexy about it, you can make it green. Okay. If that's what you want to do. Right around 80. Doesn't have to be exact, but right around 20 and 80. So you could see in 10 years on a monthly basis, this is not a day trading indicator, okay? This is monthly charts, but this will tell you how overextended we are.
Mhm.
Look where consumer staples are right now. In the last 10 years, we've been below this level 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay? Just take a look at another one just so you guys can get a feel for this thing. Let's see. Oh, how about real estate? Or how about actually, let's do consumer discretionary. That's a big one right now.
It's a
All the
huge
earnings.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a huge one, especially this week. Oh, so let me just pull up my handy dandy thing, go to monthly. And again, you can just mimic what I do. You don't have to like recreate the wheel. See what I mean? And this actually illustrates a really good point, okay? So when somebody tells you the market's crashing, we're overvalued, if you're here, you got something to really worry about, right?
Hmm.
You're here, we're already here. So it's like a little too much too late.
Yeah. I was going to say it's old news. Yeah.
Look, in the last 10 years, this is monthly 10 years, we broke this level once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's not that bad. And again, let's say we break it again. Okay, you're going to go from 20% of stocks being above the 50-day moving average to 10. Ooh. There's not much more to go unless the market's really going to like really make like crash. And I
Hmm.
ain't seeing any of that. I'm not seeing any of that at all actually. Like I'm not seeing any of that. I mean, there's no there's no credit crunches. Earnings on financial stocks came out well. So to me, this looks like a buying opportunity. And by the way, greetings everybody. Greetings and salutations.
Yeah. So,
Cyrus,
Roger,
hey,
in looking at that chart, a couple of questions that came up here.
yes.
What you're looking at, those two lines are important because you can be overextended to the downside. In other words, the number of companies, for example, below is at the 50-day that you're looking at.
Yeah,
Or it could be, if you're at the upper end of it, that could be a significant number of like 80% are above the 50-day moving average.
right. And I tend not to look at it very much. This is like I do this maybe once a month because it's a very short term, but it's a great indicator to tell you where you are at.
Yeah.
Okay. It tells you where you're at. And you guys could see it. You guys can all can all see exactly
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
a
talking.
drill down. It's a drill down off of that one grid that you have that you look at.
Yeah, so yeah, you could see it. So it's like, okay, all right, everybody's panicking about the market. We're overvalued. I mean, like momentum's been going down now for since August. So it's like their volatility's already up there. I'm not seeing any uh I'm just not seeing anything crazy at all. Okay. Just your typical ebb and flow momentum. I mean, we're
Right.
already below 50%. It's like, why don't these guys yell when the market momentum is like at 90%, right? Why are they always yelling when momentum is getting to a bear market?
Hmm.
Like, thanks for telling us, buddy.
Hmm.
So anyway, that's just, I mean, look at Russell 1000. Look at the stocks here, folks. Look at the components, okay? Just think common sense here. Look at all of these stocks.
They're
ADI,
household names. Yep.
Apple. These are all the stocks you love, right? These are all the big cap stocks that we trade. Every large cap stock that we ever traded is here. Probably every stock that I've ever talked about is here. You got your Builder, BlackRock, Builder, Bristol Myers, Berkshire Hathaway. Every stock is here, right? I mean, every stock, BWA, BSX, you name it, CAH, Kava, it's all in here, okay? Look, look, look. 33% are trading above the 50-day moving average. That's 35%. And 50 and 200-day, 50%. Half the stocks are already below the 200-day moving average. So where's this bareness that we're kind of there? Do you guys remember me saying if three more in the morning, like for the last 2 weeks, if three more stocks go below, if we're at 50, we're going to be in a technically a bear market because
Yep.
when less than 50% of stocks are trading below the 200-day moving average, we're technically in a bear market. Well, guess
Yep.
what? That's the Russell 1000. That's the 1000 of the biggest stocks. Okay. So I'm not seeing anything like that at all. I'm seeing a very stable market that's actually just sitting at a 2 week low. Now, again, if we have some news, and by the way, remember, Raleigh, when you and I were doing earnings, when we were doing earnings a few days ago, what were the numbers? Were they coming out better than expected or worse than expected?
Pretty much better, I thought.
I thought so too. I thought so too. Let's see here. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's hard. I'm sure I could probably be wrong, but I'm hard pressed to think of any earnings that have come out that have not met or exceeded expectations.
We've had a few. We've had a few close, but in this quarter, most numbers are not that bad. And remember, Nvidia just reassured us again that the whole AI thing is working well. So again, I'm just not seeing any and again, maybe we will, but my job is to tell you what I'm seeing right now, not what
Right.
I may see a month from now or what I saw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm
You know,
telling
we're
you right
focused
now,
on today. Yeah. Yep.
exactly. And right now, I'm not seeing any ghosts in the machine, if you will. I'm not seeing any of that. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna look at some stocks. I'm gonna give you stocks that are on my watch list right now. Okay. And Matt's gonna tell us and show us how they're looking seasonally. How about that, Matt? Okay.
Yep.
So you share your computer because all I'm going to be doing is saying this ticker symbol. You share your computer and you tell us how they're looking, okay? All right. So let me unshare my screen. Yeah, no goats in the machine, exactly.
No goats.
No goats in the machine. I
I
like
love
that.
that.
Okay. Go for it, Matt. Go ahead and take over.
Yep.
Goat in the machine.
Working.
Hmm?
Can you see my screen?
Nope. I could see your face. Now something is starting to shift. Now I could see
There you go.
now I could see it. Okay. Let's do the short side. Now, folks, so just so you understand what we're doing here, I'm going to be giving you stocks that are on my short list, and then I'm going to be giving you stocks on my long list. And we're going to see how well Data Miner can filter through them. All right? I think that's pretty
Great.
cool. I think that's pretty darn cool. So, first one is CCL.
Colgate Palmolive. Roger, that's been on your short list for a while.
No, this is not Colgate. This is Carnival Cruise Line.
Oh, Carnival Cruise Line.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not CL, it's CCL. You
Oh,
missed just
CCL.
one
I got
C.
you.
There's one extra C there. Yeah.
Damn it. That one extra C will always get you.
One extra C got you. Okay, so let's see. We're below the 5-week low. We're below the so we're 20-week low is at, so we're okay, we got that. We got liquidity. We don't have a lot of directional bias. And what about seasonality, Matt?
It's very choppy.
Okay, so no seasonality, and ADX is not on our side, from what I understand. Correct?
Nope.
Let me just quickly take a look at the stock. I want to see something here. CCL. Oh, that doesn't help. Hold on. Oh, I see why. I see why. Because it's a breakdown from a consolidation. Okay, I see. It wasn't trending. Okay, that makes sense. And guess what else? Go to the options. Let's show them something else. So let's see where our target here. Let's see if it's overextended. Where are we right now, Matt? 2641. Where's the lower profit target? No suitable options found. Overextended. No soup for you. It kept you out of trouble. It kept you out of trouble. Now, Matt, I'm going to just stay where you're at. I'm just going to share my screen for a second to show them why, okay?
Okay.
This is important, folks. This is important. This machine is pretty damn smart, I'm going to say. You got to unshare your screen, Matt, so I could share. Just for a second, I just want to show them. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me show you. CCL, look how overextended it is. See how it was just choppy and then it just broke down? It's overextended. It's already well below this line.
Yes, it is.
No
Yeah.
suitable options. I love that. And it's not trending. It's just consolidating with a breakdown. I like that, Matt. I like that. It kept us out of trouble. That's once, and seasonality is not good, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right, Mr. Keeping us out of trouble. Let's take a look at another stock. Let's take a look at Texas Instrument to the short side.
Let me get this share back.
Yes, take it. I unshared my screen. You could share your screen now. Are you still in that SPY trade, Matt?
I am.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. The next one is Texas Instrument. All right. How's the seasonality for Texas Instrument?
Actually good.
All right. Mazel tov. All right. Now let's look and see how far we are. Let's go up so I could see the, yeah. So we're at 158. We're near look at how close we are to the 50-day low and to the 90-day low and to the 20-week low. Lift off. And look at how liquid this baby is. And look at the ADX, Matt. It's nice and over 20. I like that. Are we overextended? Survey says. I love this thing. I love Data Miner. Is it going to give us soup or is it going to give us no soup? Folks, this is great, isn't it? All right, let's see. So our target, so we still have 3 points left. And it gives you options. Man, this is great. Look at my face. I love it. That's a nice trade. It did it all for us. It did it all for us. Now you see how you can input my watch list into Data Miner and you can have it spit out for all of it for yourself. So I'm going to circle Texas Instrument for a possible short. Are you ready for the next one, Captain? Matt, don't scream of excitement all at once. All right. The next one is EOG.
It's what?
EOG. EOG. Ah. These are all shorts, folks. Remember, these are all shorts. Man, this is good. These are long options because they're puts. Who's the one writing me this nonsense? Sandy says, but again, these are long options and it's on your short. Yes, Sandy, we're going long puts. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going long puts. This is my short list and we're going long puts. When you want to short a stock, you buy a put. You go long a put. You don't want to go short a put. You want to go long a put. And when you buy a long stock, a bullish stock, you go long a call. Okay. Matt, what's the word on the street? How's our seasonality?
Pretty bearish.
That's what we want. What
Yep.
about price? Survey says, let's see, 105. Oh, we're pretty close. We're at 105.17, and we're like a point away from all our 52-week, the 50, the 90, and the 20-week. We got liquidity, and we got ADX. Are we overextended, Matt? Are we overextended? Survey says... I love when a plan comes together, don't you guys?
We need a drum roll effect on this.
We need a drummer here. Aha. Look, the price target is less than 1 ATR away. We're at 105.20. Our target is at 103.42. What are we going to buy? Duh. No soup. It's not giving you options. Thank God. All right. Let's continue. The next one, Matt, is Builder, BLDR. And by the way, folks, we're going to have it maybe tomorrow or the next day. When is your prognosis, Matt, of having the rest of the stocks in here?
It might be 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 what?
It might be 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, today's Tuesday. By the end of this week.
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring the sound effects machine back, Ken. I'll probably do it this week. I have the space for it now. Okay. Builder, do we have seasonality to the downside? It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't have wind going against our face, right? Smashing
No,
against
it's definitely neutral to bearish.
All right. Good enough. Let's see if we're overextended. Let's see if we're getting close. Oh, yeah. 111.05. And this is telling you the 90, 50 day and the 20-week low is right around that area. I like that. What about liquidity? Do we have liquidity, Matt?
Yep.
Do we have ADX?
Yep.
Don't you guys love it when a plan comes together?
Mm-hmm.
Survey says, are we overextended? Is it going to give us options, or is it going to say, we should have someone saying no soup for you when it's overextended? A virtual no soup for you. Let's see. Aha. Yeah, look at this. You still have 3 points in here. So you got a little bit, you got a little love there. And there it gives you the option, the strike price, the expiration. That, my friends, is the power of data miner. Tell me, guys, how cool is this? The machine tells us if we have the trend, if we're not overextended, if the liquidity is on the right side. Tell me how cool that is. Laura, don't ever put sell short puts in the same paragraph. That's dangerous, okay? Short puts is dangerous. Short or sell puts is dangerous. Okay? You want to buy puts, and then you want to liquidate them. Don't use the word short or sell. Use the word buy and liquidate. Okay? When you start using the word short puts, people start getting very nervous around you. All right. Builder. All right, we're done with Builder. How about the last one, Matt? And then we move on to the long side.
Okay.
AOS. All right. Well, look at this. Our price is like less than 20 cents away from the 50-day low, the 90-day low, and the 20-week low is right there too. So we're good. We're in the right track there. What about seasonality? Seasonality is bullish, right? This is bullish. This is not what we want. No, 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 no. This is bullish seasonality. We want bearish seasonality. It's not good. Not going to work. But let's say bearish seasonality was good. Let's look at the options. And let's see if we're overextended and all that other stuff. I'm telling you, we need someone that says, no soup for you. Pops up. All right, so 69, 65, 19, 63. You got a little room. You got a little room. And there it tells you the options. Scroll down. What Laura says, I understand, but the tool shows that title, short puts. I don't see where. Send me an email, Laura.
Right here. It says it's the direction. Are you long?
Short meaning not short. Short in parentheses. It says puts in parentheses. In parentheses. Yes, that's what it's supposed to say. Yes.
Yeah, it's not confusing.
No, not at all. No.
You buy a put or you buy a call.
Not when you put a parentheses there. It's not confusing at all. It's exactly what it's supposed to say. You didn't mention anything about the the parentheses. Okay. All right, Matt. So it's giving you the options. And does it give you further options?
Nope, just one.
Just one. All right. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. But seasonality's not there. So there's no soup for us there.
And the other thing is this, Roger, just want to take a moment, step back and take a look at the dashboard. I hope everybody understands that what Roger has done is he has the data miner basically is programmed to go through Roger's selection process at a glance. And that, Roger, that's the thing that impressed me about this is because you set the specs for this. You said, I want something that's going to show me all of these things. And then I'll look at seasonality. Then I'll look and see if there's an option or move on or trade. It's incredible.
Exactly. So let me just, sorry, I got this thing here. Sorry about that. Let me just, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's now go to the long side. Okay, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Apple. These are actual stocks that I'm looking at, folks. Like aggressively.
Pretty bullish.
All right. And we want some bullishness. What about our signal? Where's our let's see, 269, 277. That's less than 10%. That's 7 points on a $300 stock. That's fine. We have liquidity on Apple. If we didn't have liquidity on Apple, we would have a big problem. And look at ADX. It's on fire. Below it says weak. What does it say weak, Sean?
Right here.
Sean, do you see that it says time spreads? Are we talking about time spreads, Sean? Sean, we're not in Disneyland. All right. We're not in Disneyland. We're not talking about time spreads. We're not talking about time spreads. We're talking about technical analysis, not time spreads right now. All right, let's move back on. What's the price of Apple? 270, 277. Is it liquid? Is it strong? Does it have a good ADX filter? Yes, it does. Remember, data miner does a lot of things. Right now, we're not dealing with time spreads. Go to options, Matt. Let's see what we're overextended. And I know for a fact that we're not overextended because I was looking at the stock to buy just about an hour ago. Now that I know seasonality is good, I'm very happy about that. All right. We got plenty of choices. Go back up so I could see how underextended we are. So we're at 269. My upper target is 275. So I got about 6 points there. That's more than enough for me. More than enough. Laura, send me an email so I can answer your question. Or you know what? I'll talk about ADX in a few minutes here. But I've already explained to you guys many times. Remember, 20 to 40, we had a lesson on this a few days ago. 20 to 40 means we're in a trend. Anything less than 40 is not a trend. Okay. So we have a good target. We have a good ADX. We have good options, Now go lower and let's see what options it's giving us. It's giving us 3 choices. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let's continue. A. Picker A.
Seasonality is good.
Nice. Okay, let's go up. Let's see. We're at 147. We're right near the 50-day high, the 90-day high, and the 20-week high. So we're literally right there. How's liquidity, Matt?
Good.
How about our ADX? Is it between 20 and 40?
Yep.
Mazel tov. Okay, now let's see options. Are we overextended? Now, folks, tell me this is not cool stuff. It's like having me sitting next to you.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's see. 147.46. Our upper target's 150. So we got 3 points, maybe for a little short-term scalper, right? Our options, look at that. It gives you 2 options, and it highlights the best one for you.
So Roger, some people are wondering that question, do you just basically default and go for the best one, or when might you consider the one below that?
I would usually consider the first one unless the spreads were not good. And you could see
Okay.
the second one's way too expensive. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
The first one is really good. It's got great open interest. It's got good spreads. It's got a decent delta. It's not bad at all.
Okay.
And I'm really showing you how this thing works. I'm taking you under the hood and using it to analyze our stocks right now, today. Stocks that I've picked, which you could do for yourself every single day, exactly like we're doing right now. And it's not that difficult, is it? It's pretty straightforward. All right, let's go. Let's continue. A lot of people ask me that question, Peter, minimum spread. And he's talking about the spread between the bid and the offer. And my answer, Peter, well, Peter, you already know the answer to that question. The answer is it depends on the cost of the option. If the option is a $30 option, dollar's not that bad. If it's a $2 option, a dollar is 50%. So you got to determine the cost of the ratio of the value or the cost of the option versus the spread. I think that's the best way to do it. Dimitri, what does whether I use stops or not have to do with anything that I'm teaching you right now? You guys are too funny. Matt, is your data transferred into your broker? If not, how are we logging data into your broker? Matt, what does this have to do with a broker? Have you heard the word broker, me bring up the word broker here? I think you guys are like watching a different class than I'm teaching right now. How about we stick to what I'm teaching you? Let's do that, okay? Thank you. All right. Next one, Matt, is PLD. I'm literally giving you stocks that are on my watch list and taking you through a proprietary tool and showing you how effective it is. The name of the stock is right there. You could see it on the screen, Ruthie. It's right there to the left. You see PLD? Thank you, Matt. Thank you. It's right there. It's all right there for you. Do we have bullish seasonality? That's right, Ken. That's right.
Yeah, maybe I would wait a couple days, but yeah.
Not bad after a few days, but it's telling you when it gets bullish, doesn't it?
Yes, it
What's that
does.
date?
12th.
The 12th. We got another week. Good to know. Good to know. Something to put on your little notepad. And what about the rest, Matt? Tell me about the good stuff. We're at 125. 50-day breakout is $2.50 away. I like that. I like that. It's definitely in the vicinity, as I like to call it. What about the liquidity? Do we have liquidity? Because remember, if we don't have liquidity, what fun is it going to be, right? We got liquidity. Okay. Do we have ADX between 20 and 40?
Yes.
And are we overextended or not? Show me the option. I'm telling you, I got to get a monkey saying no soup for you or something funny like that when this thing opens up.
No options.
Aha.
No soup for you.
Ah, exactly. No soup for you. It's overextended. No overextended. No soup for you. Pretty smart, right? Can you go the other way if it's overextended? TJ, are you trying to be a wise guy? We have, folks, we have a person in the audience who likes to get their fingers dirty. He likes to get his fingers dirty. He's a bottom picker. Don't do it, TJ. Don't do it. Don't ever go the other way. Going the other way is not recommended. Only go one way. Okay? Just go one way. One way, TJ. Trust me, life is much easier when you just go one way instead of both ways. All right. You know, guys, I'm honestly just having fun with you, with all of you. But the questions you ask me, you all know the answers to already. All right, next one, Matt. CAH. I'm going to make a little confession today. I cheated on everybody in my pit, and I traded CAH without giving it to them. It was too fast, and I did good on it too. All right. All right. CAH, healthcare. Is healthcare in seasonal have a good seasonal period right now?
It's okay.
It's not bad. We don't have tailwind against us.
Yep.
Okay. What about the 50-day, the 90-day, the 20 week, all that stuff?
Got about $3.
We got a little bit, not too much, but we're close to there. All right. ADX is really good. That's very nice, very liquid. I'm concerned that this thing is overextended. I traded it today and it looked pretty overextended to me. Let's see what options say. Let's see what survey says. Yep, overextended. Ha ha ha. Look at that. See that? Overextended. I knew it. That's why I day traded it, and that's why I didn't give it to you guys today, because it was overextended. I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to see if the machine would find it. See how it prevents you? It helps you. This is what I'm talking about, helping you trade better, folks.
Mhm.
This
And
is
Roger,
really, yes,
Roger,
yes.
to that point, I know that Data Miner will give you a top 10 list. And in that case, CAH would have never made the list because it's overextended. That's one of the filters that it goes through, correct?
No, that's going to be one of the filters that it goes through is based on seasonality. The
Okay,
top
based
10
on
for
season. Okay,
seasonality.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, seasonality. But I'm going to add a couple of other filters where they could search top 10, but not based on overextension. Because some overextended stocks are good for day trading. That's the thing. So
That's a good point. Yep.
yeah. Next one, Morgan Stanley. Hey, Morgan Stanley. Uncle Roger likes Morgan Stanley. Got a lot more stocks that I'm looking at now that we have. The Vol just broke. Market internals are going south right now. Okay. All right. Do we have seasonality?
It's at least neutral.
All right, Ivan, you and TJ, we got a couple of. Let me. All right, hold on one second, guys. I want to ask you a question. Wait, first of all, Ivan, have you taken a look at CAH lately? Ivan is asking me if I would short CAH. Matt, tell me about seasonality here. I'll answer the question this differently.
It's neutral.
Okay, let's go up to where the stock is right now. So it's at $164.77. Ivan, the 5-day, the 50-day, the 2-month high is 167. The 90-day high is 167. And the 20-week high is 167. Why on earth would you short a stock that's sitting at a 2-month high, at a 90-day high, and a 20-week high? Tell me, if you can give me a good reason for it, then I will short the stock with my own money. All right. What's the 30-day average volume look like?
And I think wasn't he was I think he was referring to CAH. We're looking at Morgan Stanley now.
Morgan Stanley or CAH, either.
Either one. Okay.
Either. You're actually showing us Morgan Stanley. Weren't you going to show us CAH, Matt?
You just asked me for Morgan Stanley.
Oh, we already passed CAH. Yes, yes, yes. I'm confusing myself. And I'll go through the pictures. Ivan, we'll go through both of them. So Morgan Stanley, where's the stock? How far is the stock from the 50, 90, 20, 30? It's all that right there, right? Right? It's all right there. Right there. We're literally right there. We're less than $2. We're $2.30 away from the price. What about liquidity? Very nice liquidity. What about ADX?
Weak.
Just a hair, a little bit. 20 is the minimum. We're at 18. Let's look at the options. What's my up target? 168.20? What's the current price? Less than 165. We got some room. We definitely have some room. Okay? And it's giving you the options. Now, Matt, I'm going to take over your screen. I want to show Mr. Ivan something. All right. All right. Ivan, this is Morgan Stanley. Take a look at the stock. Now, can you give me one reason why you would want to short a stock that's trading above the American flag? Can you answer my question? Omar just made $33,810 on Morgan Stanley. He didn't go short. He went long. He went long. So, Ivan, in case I'm talking about the wrong stock, here's CAH. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Wild Ranger. He's going to get his fingers dirty. Ivan, why would you short a stock that's doing this? Or why would you short a stock that's doing this? I'm just curious, folks. If any of you, let me put it to you like this. If any of you are coming here to learn how to pick tops and bottoms, you can leave now and forget about my name for as long as you live. I'm telling you that in the nicest way possible. And you should also give up trading because you will be in the poorhouse. Your account will go BK. Do not go against the major trend. A disaster. Thank you, Matt. Don't do that. Don't do that. You see, all the guys that thought that Morgan Stanley was going to be at an all-time high right here, they're all in the poorhouse. And all the folks that thought Morgan Stanley was going to be peaking out here, they're all in the poorhouse too. And all the ones that thought Morgan Stanley was going to peak out here, they're in the poorhouse too, Ivan. And these guys too, and these guys too. Don't do that. Don't step in front of a freight train thinking that you know when it's going to stop because you don't. You don't. Yes. Don't do that. Bottom pickers. We got bottom pickers in here, folks. I don't know how they got in here, but we should have a sign. If you're a bottom picker, please do not come here. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart because there's nothing I could teach you. I have nothing to offer you. Now, Morgan Stanley is a beautiful long that's pulling back to the 8-day EMA. That's, my friends, is called a what kind of a pattern? What kind of pattern is this, folks? That's right. Thank you. It's an A-line. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got bottom pickers in here. How dare they? Let me show you, Ivan. I want to show you, what do every one of these stocks have in common? Look. Besides the fact that these are all the stocks on my watch list right now, what do every one of these stocks have in common? That's my watch list, my friend. That's my personal watch list. What does every one of those stocks have in common? They're all longs. Now, look at this list. if you learn one thing from me, learn that. Okay? You buy strong stocks and you sell weak stocks. And you don't bottom pick and you don't try to pick the high. You don't play that game. If you play that game, your existence in this business is going to be very, very short-lived. And there's a lot of things I don't know, and there's a lot of things I know, but that's something that I really, really know. Now, I just showed you guys, I took you through Data Miner for about 45 to 50 minutes, and I showed you how cool Data Miner is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a class in data mining full of dates, times, and all this other good stuff that you're going to get. You're going to get a full Data Miner presentation right now. My suggestion is, if you liked what you just saw, which was, in my opinion, very, very cool, pay attention to this, because this will really, really help you, like really, really help you do what I just did. And what I just did for you was, in my opinion, I thought it was very, 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 very cool. So,
And this would, I think, Roger, would be a good time to ask the people that are on YouTube to come join us in the Zoom room for the balance of this presentation.
And at the same time, give them a link too. Let's make sure they have a link, okay? And folks, I'm going to be giving you a lot of red meat right now. So please, please, please pay attention. Watch this carefully, and you're going to get a lot of red meat. I love to give you guys red meat. So this